today we have Harsh or Hash.
Hello, Harsh.
Harsh. We have Harsh joining us. He's from India.
Yes.
He's part of Track 2.
Yes.
Okay, please remind us what Track 2 is again.
So it's more about the economic inclusivity, how we could have youth as an active role in growing economies.
Ooh, okay. Now that is close to the audience's hearts because there's a high unemployment rate in South Africa.
Yes.
And when we were chatting before we were on camera, you mentioned that you have a solution for us.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, I do have a solution. See, I believe that. I'll go into the roots and the deep mentality of how we could grow our economy.
Please do.
And how a youth could contribute majorly to it.
Please do.
We have always seen two types of economy. Either it's a capitalist economy or it's a socialist economy. But I feel that youth won't be much interested in either of it. When there's a capitalism, there's few parties who handle most of the businesses. When there's socialism, it's too broader for youths to get included in it. Can't we have a third way of economy out of it?
Okay.
And that's what my mentor from India, Mukund Raj Devankar, teaches me, that we should always have a third way of economy. And what could be a third way of economy?
Yeah.
A place where everybody is included, a place where all for one and one for all is the mindset of economy.
Okay.
And why nothing is better than a cooperative as a third way of economy.
Okay, so one for all is giving communism.
No, I would say one for all for one.
Okay.
We have this mindset in cooperatives. I wear a different hat except being a delegate from India. I am the president of the International Cooperative Alliance Youth Committee.
Okay.
Where we believe that when I say one for all for one, youth can't be left alone. I would say they will feel left alone when there is a capitalist society. They would also feel left alone when there is a socialist society because in either of that, it's two extremes of the economies.
Yeah.
But when we say one for all for one, you all come together. There's no one boss, there's no employee. You are the boss, you are the employee.
Okay.
So you all are on the same level. You all
Okay.
work together cooperatively, you all grow together cooperatively, and you all flourish together. So that's the basic mindset of cooperatives.
Okay.
When you told me, when we were having a chat before this, 60% of the youth in Africa is unemployed. So I feel that to grow that, to reduce that number, we must have a different skill set that they need to learn.
Yes.
When I say skill set, I want them to have a hands-on experience.
Okay.
As a country, as a delegate from India, what we as a country have seen that over the period of time, over the period of decade, over the period of the new regime that we have, over the period of the new government that we have, the Modi government, the BJP government, we have seen that the policies that they have brought are really, really good for youth empowerment. Whether youth in politics, youth in cooperatives, youth empowerment as a whole, youth entrepreneurship, it has drastically changed our, I would say, the image of Indian youth globally.
Okay.
You must have seen that over here, of course.
Yeah.
So I feel that something similar could also be done over here.
Okay.
Where youths are not just advocating, they are also a part of action. We always say that youth is the future, youth is the future,
Yeah.
youth is the future. No, we are not just the future. We are also the present.
All right.
We also need to think about what we should be doing today. And
Yes.
it's not just what we should be doing tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, so when you talk about cooperatives,
Yeah.
are you saying that the youth, instead of the youth aiming to just be an employee one day,
Yeah.
the youth should come together, create different businesses? Take us through that.
So I don't want youth to be an employee. I want a youth to be an employer.
Okay.
A one who could give jobs to many others, not
Yes.
a one who finds and seeks job. Because when,
That's a mindset shift, hey?
of course, the reason is that
Okay.
when you have a 60% of the population who is that to a young population which is unemployed, you don't need employment right now. You need employers right now. So that the more the employers, more the employment.
Okay, so how do they do that?
That's where the cooperatives come in. I have seen that there is very strong community in South Africa and the African continent.
Yes.
You all are very close to your communities. Why don't you have your community cooperatives? Whether it could be a mining cooperative, whether it could be an agri cooperative, dairy cooperative, textile cooperative, any and everything. There are many next gen cooperatives also that we are coming up with. As ICA, YC, we have made it a point that we just don't want to get limited with financing cooperatives, agri cooperatives or dairy cooperatives. We want to come up with new technology cooperatives where we talk about software engineer cooperatives, young professional cooperatives where different professions come together, something like a big four, something like something like what we say KPMG or Deloitte and all these companies where there are different expertise coming together and working for their development. Why can't we have such kind of a big four or one of the big four coming up from African continent? We are already working as a country, as India. We have made it a point. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has made it a point that we would be having a next big four, one of the big four kind of a company from India.
Wow.
And I also have made it a point as a president of ICA, YC, that we as a cooperative, we as a people who are related to global cooperative movement, we would make sure that we come up with a big four, which is not just a private entity, but which is surely and based on the model of cooperativism.
And how do you rally the young people to buy into this?
I feel that when you're talking about buying cooperatives as a mindset, right?
Yeah. Buying cooperatives as a mindset.
So when, as I started with the two extremes of economy, whether it's capitalist mindset or a socialist, either of it, a young mind always feels left out. A big firm might not be able to directly include a young mind. They might need to go through a big process and may not even include them. A socialist country or a socialist economy might also not be able to serve all the youth, might only be able to serve a niche group of youth. So when we see cooperatives, you don't have any government intervention in it. You are the owner, you are the employee. You all as a community, you all as a group of people who are forming cooperatives are yourself the owner and the employee of the cooperative. You have your set group of work, set agendas of work. If you are forming an agriculture cooperative, you have a very set amount of work that you are doing. You have a direct market access through cooperatives. You have direct funds access to cooperatives, because as a youth, I always feel there is an issue of financing.
Yes.
So when you
mention that.
So when you come into cooperatives, we always say and emphasize on one thing: cooperation among the cooperatives.
Okay.
So when a cooperative is being started by a youth, or when a cooperative is started by anyone, we always feel that a cooperative which is big enough should be supporting the small cooperatives. So they could finance them, they could support them, they could mentor them, they could help them to grow. So that is what we really, and that's why I always feel that cooperation among cooperatives is something, if youth understands, they would definitely buy it.
Oh, awesome. So do you have any success story from India?
Yeah, we have many. You must be knowing about Amul, if you know, by any chance.
No,
Amul is the Milk Federation of Gujarat. And you have IFCO. We have so many big cooperatives from India, which are doing more than 60,000 crores of turnover every year.
Sure.
So which would be a really big amount for sure. And that's purely owned by cooperatives. So there's no one owner. It's cooperatives among cooperation among cooperatives. And it's one for all and all for one. That's the mindset of it.
Awesome.
So all the farmers, all the activists, all the youths, they are the stakeholders of the this Amul, or whether I say IFCO. So when Amul earns 1 rupee, it is divided between all the farmers equally. And the best part is, I would like to emphasize on the best part is, in private entities, usually the power is decided about the shareholding. In cooperatives, regardless of shareholding, one share, one vote is what is usually there in the private entities. In cooperatives, it's regardless of share, everyone has one vote. So everyone is equal. Everyone has equal power to it.
Yes. Awesome. So in South Africa, we do have some agricultural cooperates, right? And also there's a lot of ideas in South Africa where people want to work together. Some of it's called, one of the examples is stokvels. Okay. So basically they come together, they put money together, and then after a certain period of time, they divide the money equally. So it seems like, this is something that resonates with Africans, because they really like working together.
Definitely. So even in India, we believe that we are starting up with an initiative for youth and finance is something that they are not able to understand in young age.
Yeah.
So savings is something that we should also be teaching to young minds.
Yes.
So we are also starting banks especially for youth.
For youth. Oh.
So they could understand from young age that they need to have finance, they need to solve their financial issues, they need to know the savings, how important it is. So all these small things are really important for the growth of a country. And when I see Africa, I'm sure India and Africa has always had really good ties. And especially when we say South Africa,
yes.
G20 is a forum, but also we have a BRICS,
yes.
where we are a really close ties. So I feel that we should surely have something like C20 after this,
right?
Where we could have cooperative 20 and we should have all the cooperatives among the 20 countries and also the invited countries to have a dialogue on cooperatives. Cooperation among cooperatives from India, from the different countries, Argentina, all the G20 countries with Africa. So that we could also support them. We could also support the African cooperatives.
All right. Okay, you've heard it, guys. We have help from India. They've raised their hands and they will come and help us.
Anytime and every time we are there for you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness,
I'm excited about this model.